So that way we.
So yeah, we had fallback, and then we have a game in where is it?
Germany.
Germany.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was on Chiefs, Miami. So yeah, I started Waddle.
I would have started him too. I mean, any Dolphins receiver you have to start.
Yeah, he's projected better, but Tua's not doing too well for what they're saying. The Chiefs already have had a sack on him. What's the live score?
Hold on now as we speak.
Tyreek, what's it, Hill? Is it Tyreek Hill?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was on a lot of parlays. People are expecting him to have a good game, I guess.
So I gotta go to the matchup, I guess.
Gotta go to the matchup.
Yeah.
So what app do you normally use? Because Rilot's saying Chiefs 7, Miami 0. Mahomes got a touchdown. He has 82 yards. It was to Rashee Rice.
Yeah, right now it's 7-0. Chiefs got the ball, and they're winning. They're up.
Nice. In Germany. Das Germany.
Patrick Mahomes.
Deutschland.
Patrick Mahomes has 82 yards passing and a touchdown.
Right, so if you started him, you're probably excited right now. I started Tua, not very excited right now. Oh, Tyreek Hill, though, yeah. 3 catches, 27 yards.
I think he's going to have a good game.
Waddle has a rushing carry. Nice. Predictions, who do you think's going to win?
I think Chiefs are going to get this one.
I'm going Miami. So,
all right.
Yeah, I think.
Like I said, they're in a different country. It's a different playing field.
Steelers won, right? The Thursday game?
Yeah.
Did you even watch any of it?
I was keeping up with the score, but I wasn't able to watch it because I was at work. Boswell would nail the last field goal to help them win the game.
Yeah, right before that, right before the 2-minute warning, the Titans receiver, he had a big concussion injury there at the end.
Oh, wow.
I think he had to get Carter off. It took a while. It stopped the game for a little bit.
And they're still figuring out who they're going to start between Ryan Tannehill and, Levi.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he hasn't made a call on that yet. I would still let Ryan come back and try to do something, and if he fails, just put Will back in there. That's what I would do. Just go with the hot hand.
What was up with Henry? I heard there was like a trade to Baltimore or something.
There was rumors and speculation that he would be part of a trade before the deadline, and they decided to go ahead and hold on to him, which I think is smart.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
Well, it'd be dumb for the Ravens to pick him up, you know?
Well, when I first saw the rumor that he could be possibly headed to the Ravens, I was like, yeah, I can see that, but I don't think they're going to...
You guys like the old guys.
Yeah, and we've already got a running back group that we kind of want to stick with. So they've been with us for a few years now, with Gus Edwards and Justice Hill. And
he has some good games, Gus. Yeah.
And
Blair Man Gus ain't talking about Gus. No, but yeah, some games it's just like he's just on the bench, you know, it looks like. But then a lot of games, yeah, he'll blow up. If he's hot, he's hot. You know?
Well, I know they've been trying to give Spears some touches too, and he's been looking good. They've been using him as a receiving back, but Derrick Henry's been getting a couple catches too. But that's the worrisome is that are they just going to use King Henry for the ground and Spears to steal it in the air? You know what I'm saying? So, but it was good to see DeAndre Hopkins turn back the time.
Yeah, he was looking good, man. Yeah. He had some missed catches, but they were double teaming him the whole game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was insane.
You have to. It's Hopkins. Best hands in the business.
Yeah, he was looking good. But yeah, Tony started him against you, obviously.
Henry and I'm not gonna lie, I am a little nervous with this lineup. I mean, I think I'm gonna beat him this week, but I'm still a little nervous. Oh, I hit that.
Real quick, do you think Kelsey's gonna have yards, or do you think Taylor's at the game?
Well, I don't think Taylor's at this game. I think she's gonna be more.
She's
for
too busy
the
on
field.
tour.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. Did you see the rumor where and I believe it's just a rumor where Kelsey is looking forward to having a kid with
Oh
Taylor
my
Swift?
gosh, I try not to.
Yeah,
read any
dude.
of that junk. I
It's
don't really
getting
care about
crazy.
that. All right, guys, if you want to look that up, look that up.
Yeah, look that up.
Minnesota Falcons. Kirk Cousins is out, right? Season, right?
Yes. Last weekend, unfortunately, he tore his Achilles, so he is now out for the year.
Him and Jefferson. So.
Yeah.
Well, Jefferson, he should be back later in the year.
Jefferson
right?
has a chance to come back. He's been out for, I believe, just 2 weeks right now. So after 4 weeks, he's eligible to come back. I don't think his was close to being season ending. But yeah.
Falcons. Yeah. Bijan again. He's probably gonna.
Need to go with their running game because
Yeah, they haven't been doing that.
Quarterback is.
I keep starring Bijan, but nothing happens.
Well, that's the thing is just they haven't been able to do anything with their quarterback, and so the defense is just stacking the box because they were trying to start run heavy, and they were doing good run heavy, and then just defense, but yeah, they just have no quarterback. He's not even a game manager. So that's why I've got the Vikings defense starting this week because I feel like they're going to get their sacks in. Plus, they got to play extra because of their quarterback being out. I don't even know who the backup quarterback is for the Vikings.
Yeah, me couldn't tell you, dude.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you who the Falcons quarterback is. He's that guy.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going Minnesota?
I'm going to go Minnesota. I think they're
it's
going to
such
fight
a tough
hard.
game. I'm going to go Atlanta, though. Just because, I don't know. Like, who knows? Like, should use that star. But...
Yeah, I should have.
All right.
All right, so next match is Chicago Bears and the Saints. I'm going to have to roll with the Saints on this one. I'm a Derek Carr believer. I don't care what anyone says. And with, Kamara back, they've been a different team. They're showing life, and Michael Thomas is starting to show life again. He kind of disappears throughout the seasons, but he used to be the top guy, just always getting injured. And with Olive, yeah, you're just not stopping that offense. And the Bears, all they have is a running game right now. Justin Fields is out, like we mentioned last week. So I'm gonna roll with the Saints.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Carl's.
Yeah.
And you said Stafford's out in the next one?
All right, so there is speculation that he was possibly going to miss the game, and I did confirm today he is going to be out. So.
And they only confirmed that like recently?
Yeah. So he is not expected to play today.
What was the reason? What's the third lap, bro?
I didn't see the injury. Yeah, that was actually one of the games I didn't get a chance to see last weekend. Hopefully this helps me.
Huh. Well, yeah, well then, yeah, I guess I'm going Green Bay.
Yeah, so for those of you who have Cooper Kupp, just minimize your expectations. I still see him getting catches. He's just not going to have a big game. Because any quarterback that is a backup is just not coming in, that doesn't really get to start as much. It's going to be checkdowns to your tight end and your running back, most likely.
So, who are you going with?
I'm going to have to go with the Packers on this one.
All right. Go, Pack, go. Right. This terrible game. Washington Commanders.
Man, listen. I'm going to just be brave today. And I'm going to go with the Washington Commanders. And here is why.
Well, I think either pick would be brave at this point.
Well, I'm just not confident in the Patriots offense right now. Mac Jones, he's
yeah, you're not a fan of that guy.
No, I don't like him. I don't think he's their guy. Now, the Patriots, they're always known for their defense, but they got a couple guys that are questionable this week from last week's game. Sam Howell, the starting quarterback for the Commanders, really tore it up last week. He almost beat the Eagles again.
Yeah, but he threw like 3 interceptions.
But he still had 400 and some odd yards and 4
But
touchdowns.
if you're just because you have the yards, if you're throwing the turnovers that are like turnover touchdowns,
I thought he only had 2 picks in
let me look
Was it
that.
3?
I don't. I just remember he always has a lot. And isn't he like the most sacked quarterback in the league too?
Well, he has no offensive line, but if you give him offensive line and give him time back there, he's gonna pick you apart. Like,
Yeah, it sucks. It looks like he could be a good quarterback, but again, like
well,
you can't shine if you don't have time.
yeah,
to do
and
anything.
I know that there was speculation about a week ago that he might get benched. I don't think you do that. Let him start.
No, yeah, I would
I
keep
mean,
starting
every
him.
quarterback is going to have their games where they play like shit. Like, look at Troy Aikman's first year. The guy went like 1-15. Okay. Peyton Manning, he had a bad rookie season as well. I think he went 2-14. So the first year guys don't always get it, but Washington's been looking for a quarterback for a long time, and I think they need to roll with this guy. Like,
Yeah, they lost to Philly. Okay, wow, yeah, he had like almost 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, and only 1 interception.
1 interception
Wow.
against the Eagles.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm not saying the Eagles have the best defense. They don't, but they're a good defense, and the Patriots haven't been doing as well. I'm gonna have to go with the Washington Commanders in this one. I think they're gonna get
Yeah,
to
you're
Mac
going
Jones,
Bears.
and I think Sam Howell's gonna put up points.
Actually, yeah, you know what? I'm changing my pick too. I think I'm gonna go with Washington.
Oh, thank you, Gus.
Well,
Okay.
because I don't have a lot of faith in Mac Jones either, but I thought, yeah, Howell had a worse game than that, so I was like, oh, he's trending down. But that seems like a hot quarterback, so I'm gonna go with him.
Well,
see what Washington can do.
what spawned me to get that information was in one of my fantasy leagues. Kirk Cousins was my starting quarterback, so I had to go out and
you picked
up
up
Sam Howell and actually Gardner Minshew. So I was like, all right, well, if I want to start one of these guys, I've got to look at their footage this year. And I go back, I watch Minshew. He makes a couple good throws, whatever, but I don't like the way he scrambles with the ball. Sam Howell, damn, the guy just looks comfortable. His pocket presence, he's just going to get better. I got to go with Sam Howell this week on my team.
I like it.
And he's going to lean this week because Brock Purdy and Russell Wilson are on our bye week.
We have the byes down below. Yeah, San Fran, Lions, Jaguars, and Broncos.
Yep.
Yeah, Broncos were trolling the hell out of Kansas City because they beat them last week or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude, they were on their Twitter or whatever. Yeah, they were talking. They told Travis Kelce to shake it off.
I missed that one. That's amazing.
Yeah. And you're going into a bye too. Yeah, it's easy to talk.
Well,
You're still Broncos.
Well, also they're division rivals. So
for sure.
Yeah, so they've hated each other for the longest time. It's always been heat between the Broncos and the Chiefs and the Raiders. I mean, yeah, the Chargers too, but they're kind of at the bottom, even though they're a great team. But the other ones have a bigger history with each other. So yeah. What's our next game, Gus?
The Birds, man. Seahawks, Baltimore.
Oh, we got a Birds game.
I'm going Baltimore.
Seahawks is one of those teams that they'll do good one week, suck the next week. They can't really get anything going, and then the next week they'll look good again. One of the most inconsistent teams this year, and which kind of saddens me because seeing Geno Smith blow up last year when no one expected it, you kind of expect that to happen this year. But they've had some injuries. They're facing Baltimore. I mean, great defense. That offense is clicking again. And I was actually happy last week watching them. We looked comfortable. Jackson is getting a little more familiar with the offensive game plan. Gus Edwards had another great game. And for you that started him in fantasy, like I had to, you were happy to see those 20 points. I'm gonna have to roll with the Ravens on this one.
All right.
So
I think Lamar's gonna have a better game. Yeah. At least, like, he didn't run a lot last game. Remember, I had that bet. I won $50.
Oh.
And then I could have cashed out, or I would have won like 150 if Lamar scored a touchdown. You were like, go for it.
Because it seems doable.
Yeah, it was doable, but yeah, he didn't do shit. I lost that parlay.
Yeah, sorry.
Nah, it's what it
maybe
is.
We'll have better luck this week.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. I'll show you the picks after.
But for those of you in fantasy, Kenneth Walker is back, and he is starting. Just manage your expectations. Again, he's playing Baltimore, one of the top defenses. So I can see him getting, anywhere from 80 yards and a possible touchdown. So he's still going to do good for you. But just note, watch Pete Carroll, that other backup, Zach. I can never pronounce his last name. I'm not even gonna say it. So just Zach.
Yeah.
Just notice that he's gonna start stealing carries, and it's gonna be kind of like the whole thing that we have to worry about with Rashad Penny. For years he was always a threat to take over Seattle's backfield and always got injured. So just manage expectations, but roll with Kenneth Walker. He is the clear running back, top one there. Next one, we got Tampa Bay and the Houston Texans.
That's right.
Dameon Pierce is out this week with the Texans, so it's going to be Devin Singletary. And if you're in a bind and Singletary is
you said to pick him up.
Yeah, if he's still on the waiver wire, pick him up because he's actually been looking a little better than Dameon Pierce, which I'm sad to say because he's on my team. But I did pick up Singletary in one of my leagues to back him up. Our league, actually. So if I needed to, I would definitely start him, but I've already got starters that are better.
Right.
So, I'm going to have to roll with the Bucks on this one. It's the better offense, better defense.
And you like that Baker guy.
I love Mayfield. And Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, everyone's healthy. They're going to win this one.
I think I'm going to, have to go with stupid Bucks.
Robert Woods is out this week for the Texans. He's expected to miss another week or so. So Nico Collins is going to be the clear number one this week, and also look for Tate Dell to get an uptick in catches and targets. So if you're in a bind for a wide receiver, get Dell.
Del Taco.
That'd be the greatest name.
We're going. Yeah, Bucks. Cardinals, Browns. Deshaun's still out?
I didn't check on that one, but I do know that Kyler Murray is still on the pup. I know he was listed as questionable, and he is ready to go, but I think they're going to rest him another week. James Conner still isn't back. I really don't see that offense being able to move the ball against Cleveland. I think Cleveland's going to get this one.
One of the top searches is Deshaun Watson back. It says will start Sunday against the Cardinals.
Good.
But he started last week too, and
then went out.
Yeah, went out. Yeah.
He's protecting himself.
Yeah. I'm going to Deshaun then. Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
Okay, we'll see what that guy can do.
Oh, our next game.
Dude, the Colts look good, but they can't get the W. But they always look good. But remember, we banked on the Panthers and won last week.
Yeah.
Thielen had a good game. Yeah.
This game can go either way. With Taylor being back with the Colts, he's looking good. I think they're going to rely on the run game. Gardner Minshew, he is starting. I mean, like I said last week, they lost their rookie quarterback for the year. On the Panther side, Thielen, He is just tearing it up.
He's looking good.
He is low key.
I could see either team winning.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game, but I think Carolina Panthers are going to find a way to win this game.
You think?
Yeah.
My heart wants to go for Carolina. But if I was gambling, I think I'd go Colts. But I'll stick with your pick.
I think you're right. Either one.
Yeah. It's just going to be a wild game. Yeah. All right, Raiders, Giants.
Man, if this was last week, I would say the Raiders. So, for those of you out there who don't know, it's been a busy week in football. There were some moves made this week with the Raiders organization. It started off with Josh McDaniels getting fired. Then it started with the GM getting fired and Garoppolo, their starting quarterback, being benched. And then Dave, the team owner for the Raiders, Mark Davis, he apologized to the team and the players, coaches about the wrong decisions and what he's put them through for the past couple seasons, and that he looks forward to getting back to Raider football. And it just was something that didn't work. Same with the Gruden thing. Although I think John Gruden should gave him a couple more years with that team. He was rebuilding. So moving on from that, I think that Josh Jacobs is going to start getting more carries, as he should have been, because that offense is all over the place. But we got an interim coach entering this game, so he might mirror some plays with McDaniels. I'm pretty sure they have their own offensive coordinator, but he just wasn't calling plays because McDaniels is one of the head coaches. He wants that playbook in his hand. I just don't see the Raiders. You know what? I'm actually going to go against that and say the Raiders will win this one, because they're going to fight hard on this one and show that they can do better without Josh McDaniels. So the Giants, on their side, they do have Daniel Jones coming back this week.
Oh, he is
thankfully.
back. Okay.
And I know that the Giants fans are happy about that one because last week Tyrod Taylor went down with an injury, and so did Darren Waller, their starting tight end. So they're both out for they're on injury reserve, so I don't know which one's going to come back in a couple weeks, or it could be for the season ending. So you do have to account for that. Darren Waller is their top tight end. He's been their best pass catcher all year, which is kind of sad to say with their group of receivers. I mean, like I hit on last week, normally Sterling Shepard is the one to go for with the wide receivers with the Giants, and Darius Slayton, but they're just not doing anything with any of their opportunities. Hopefully, Daniel Jones coming back, he can get back into what got him his contract in the first place and start heating up again and making plays. But without their top tight end, I really don't see them having that juice. They still got Saquon Barkley, so
he's going to be doing a lot of work.
So that offense is going to run through Saquon Barkley. So I really think that this is just going to be a game-managing position for both sides, and they're just going to run the ball and rely on the defense. I'm going to go with the Raiders on this one because they got something to fight for.
Well, the Raiders, too, it says the Jets tried to trade for Devontae Adams.
Well, Devontae Adams has not been happy.
He's not
at all.
And that's why they were thinking he'd be happy with Rodgers.
Well, you know what? And he probably would, because he'd be back with them. But the thing is, Adams, his first claim was, hey, I came here to play with Derek Carr. We played back in college, so I was looking forward to that. And now all of a sudden I get here and I get just a little bit of time with them, and then you ship them off to another team.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I am a Jimmy G fan.
Yeah, he's back.
But something that I mentioned a couple weeks ago is that I don't see the same Jimmy G out there since his injury. He looks a little scared out there, and I know he is with that offensive line not being the best. But he just looks a little scared to get hit, so I don't think he's fully ready to be back. And I think the coaches saw that, and they had to bench him because he does not look comfortable. We can go on to our next game.
Division game.
Ooh.
Cowboys, Philly.
Cowboys and Eagles. I always love watching this game. We might have to edit that one out. Both have high-powered offenses, but their defenses, they show up one day and don't show up the next day. But this is a divisional game. There's going to be a lot of heat in this game between both teams. So on the Dallas side, you got everyone is fresh. Tony Pollard, I think if they can get him involved with the game.
Yeah, get him involved.
And as a pass catcher, I think he can have a great week.
Dak had a good game last week.
Yeah, well, because the Eagles are really good at stopping the run. So they might stuff them there, but as a pass catcher, they haven't really been stopping the pass. Like, everyone's been able to bomb against them. Just last week, we just talked about Sam Howell, over 400 yards. Yep. So I think that leaves it open for Dak Prescott to have a good game with CeeDee Lamb. So if on your fantasy team, you can feel confident about starting Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. Just monitor your expectations for Tony Pollard. If they get him involved in the game as a pass catcher, I can see him having a good game. But as just a running back, I don't see him having a lot of room to run. Because like I said, I hope they show up this week. You know, like the first couple games, you were seeing something special, like a lockdown defense, and then all of a sudden they just, just imploded.
Imploded.
Yeah.
Again, I just don't bet on Cowboys. So I'm going to tell you.
Well, like I said, it's hard with these divisional games.
Who are you going with?
I'm going to go with the Eagles.
All right. Yeah. I don't know. Do you think Swift will have a good game? Because he's been kind of wishy-washy.
If you got players on the Eagles such as Jalen Hurts, Brown, Devonta Smith, Swift.
Yeah, I started.
Start them this week, and Goddard, their tight end.
Right.
Start them confidently.
Okay. And then I'm going Bengals.
Bengals and the Bills. All right. So that's how we're going to kick this one off. For a Sunday night game, I like this. Joe Burrow versus Josh Allen. That could be a great game, but it's going to come down to the defense. Buffalo does have a better defense than the Bengals. All around the better team right now. But this one can go either way tonight and has potential for a shootout. But like I said, it's going to be hard against Buffalo's defense. But both offenses have the weapons. I mean, Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase. He's got Tyler Boyd. He's got Higgins. And it's the same thing on the other side with the Bills. He's got Stephon Diggs. He's got Gabe Davis.
Didn't they get Leonard Fournette, the Bills?
They just recently...
Is he just on practice, though, or is he actually...
So he recently signed this week to the practice squad, and then he was leveled up to the 53-man roster. So, and I actually see this as potential for... James Cook might lose his starting position pretty soon, because the thing is he hasn't really done anything with his opportunity to be the starting running back. He's not built like one, and I know
he's small.
I know that I'm more looked at as the old school guy when it comes to running backs. I like the big, thick guys, the one that can run.
That's why you people. Like Fournette.
Yeah, he's a bigger guy, but the thing is, and what I noticed last year, he doesn't have the same speed anymore. But as a pass catcher, he's got hands. He caught everything basically that Tom Brady would throw to him. So really, what I would do is you use him at the change of pace, and you let him be your pass catcher and your goal line guy. But I think Latavius Murray has a great opportunity to take over the starting role, because he does that everywhere he goes. He plays better than the starting running back at almost occasions. And when he's given the starting opportunity, he doesn't let it go. Which is why I was mad that Baltimore let him go after last year. I would have kept him. You know? Yeah, so I don't see James Cook sticking around long in that starting position. But if you picked up Leonard Fournette this week, hold on to him. Don't start him yet. You know, he's still got to get a feel for that playbook. I think if anything, he might get like a goal line touch. So I guess for those that are really in desperate need, I guess he could try. But just know that that's just a dart throw. Okay, give it like another couple weeks. Monitor that running back situation. But manage your expectations. But I'm going to go with the Bills on this game.
And that's the night game.
Yep.
Prime time. Alright, hang on. Bills.
And our next game.
Chargers, Jets. That's the Monday game. Herbert? Sherbert?
I see the Chargers winning this one. But the Jets do have a good defense. So I wouldn't expect the offensive numbers to be too high. But the Chargers are definitely going to win this one. Everyone knows Aaron Rodgers is out for the year. And so their starting quarterback, Zach. There's a lot of Zachs this year. I just don't see him having enough to keep up with the LA Chargers. Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen. Oh! Josh Palmer, their other receiver for the Chargers, he is out this week. So for those of you with Keenan Allen, you can definitely look forward to him getting a lot more targets this week. So that's going to be a bump. And I know Everett is coming back this week, their tight end. So you can start him as well with confidence. And Eckler, he is also starting and is back healthy. So feel confident with him as well. Just know that they are playing the Jets. So regardless of how that offense is playing, do not underestimate that defense. So they're still a playoff caliber defense. For somehow. Brees Hall, he's healthy. He's been holding off Dalvin Cook, who is not happy with his role. He actually went to the GM and requested a trade last week. And then during the game, he only gets 2 carries. Yeah, so unless there's an injury to Brees Hall, don't expect Dalvin Cook to get anything like he's done all year. And the opportunities that he has gotten, he hasn't really done anything. But he's still on my bench, though, for when Brees Hall does go down, if that happens. But that offense just hasn't found its way yet, and I think they're going to lose this one to the Chargers. That's my pick.
Yeah, I don't see the Jets doing it, so I don't even know anything. Like, do they have anything going for them right now?
No.
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
Without A-Raj, they don't really have that offense ready.
Yeah, that coach doesn't really seem too excited, you know. Every time you see him on the sideline, it's just like, yep, just another day. Like, it's kind of like the clapper. You know? It's like, yep, we're doing good.
Oh, I remember that guy.
Yeah.
And of course, the ones that are on bye this week is
Niners. No
Niners,
CMC. Yeah, people will be hurting there. Yeah, I got Kittle. Can't play him.
The Jags and the Broncos. The 49ers being on the bye week really hurts me this week. Christian McCaffrey. Yeah.
But the Lions, though, it gives Montgomery time.
He's
one
still
last
out.
week. Yeah, but they say he should be back after the bye. So.
I sure hope so. I miss having the opportunity to try and play
him. I guess that's pretty much it. Good luck on your picks and bets and whatnot. We'll put our parlay in. Last week we were 3 wins away from winning $3,000.
A lot better than we did the week
Yeah,
before.
way better.
So, but yeah, thank you guys for joining in and,
Right.
listening to our podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna finish our coffee. Watch. Oh yeah, that game's still going on. The live score, I think, is still 0-7. Miami
Yeah, they just got back from what?
is losing. Oh, Chiefs just scored again. Chiefs just scored a Jerick McKinnon 17-yard touchdown pass from Mahoney's.
Woo! Well, I hope somebody started McKinnon this week.
Right? He's not the starter though, right?
No.
Yeah.
That's Pacheco, but their receiving running back is McKinnon.
Yeah, Pacheco's 9 carries, 40 yards. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you see Chiefs quarterback Mahoney's. Yeah, he's throwing to players that like Rice, and now we're throwing to McKinnon. So obviously, people they're covering probably his go-to guys a lot.
That's one of the things that's when an offense is firmly built is when that quarterback can toss to anybody on the field and get everyone catches and not just your one guy, one throw to.
Right.
Because like everyone says, all right, Chiefs is just going to be Mahomes and Kels.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's good that they spread the ball around.
All right. Well, everybody have a good Sunday. Enjoy freedom. Enjoy football. Let's get this bread. All right. Bye.
Bye.